Hi guys, so today I'm coming on just to here with my sister Denise. Again, we're going to just have a chat about microneedling. Denise is going to come up with 3 of the most popular frequently asked questions that she gets in the clinic, on the phone or by email, or clients coming in Havana Skin Clinic for treatments who do home rollering or who do professional rollering. So we'll probably just go through 3 of the top most. We'll kind of see time-wise how long each question takes to answer. Try to keep it nice and sweet and short. Also at the end of this video I have a free gift and an offer for you guys, so be sure to stay tuned.
Okay. So one of the questions that a lot of people would ask is what products...
introduce you?
Yes.
Okay. Did I say your name?
Yeah. So clients would kind of mainly ask what products should I use while home rolling that would suit my skin best.
Okay. So that is probably the top question actually. I think you've got that right.
Yeah.
Understandably, like you'll be very wary what products you can put into your skin after you've after you've created microchannels in your skin, because you do need to be careful that your skin isn't going to overreact to any products that you're putting in. So first and foremost, I always recommend never to apply any products on your skin when you roller your skin, unless your skin is used to using that product. The only one product that you would probably be safe to introduce to your skin for a first time when rollering would be hyaluronic filler. Any other product, I would say definitely have your skin tolerant to using that product, maybe for a week or 2 prior to needling. But when it comes to what other products you can use, hyaluronic filler being the top one, and then that's so weird. I was gonna say because I just read about it. That's so weird.
Who commented?
Dano. That's so weird. That's weird. Okay, so yeah, hyaluronic filler being the top one because it's natural to the skin. You're not going to have your skin overreacting or getting any irritations from the treatment, and it's also a great product just to induce into your skin. It binds itself 1,000 times in water. It plumps the skin, it gives the skin firmness, and it's super hydrating and it's full of antioxidants as well. But also another product that we would recommend, we use in our professional treatments, but also recommend to our clients who use our Image ADS home roller, would be the lightening serum. And this would be particularly for clients who suffer with uneven skin tone or pigmentation, which I do. Now, I generally still do roll with hyaluronic filler, but maybe I'll change it up the next time and use the lightening serum. I'm just so addicted to hyaluronic filler that I kind of stick to that myself. But what would be the recommendation that you would give when a client asks?
To be honest, I'd say hyaluronic because that's what I do myself at home. But when you're saying lightening serum, now and again I would use lightening serum myself.
You would?
Yeah. It's kind of really what's in your drawer, and it's more the serums that match to go with it. And then I apply probably the max cream after at night. Yeah. If it's rolling at night, during the day, definitely. Not so much.
Yeah, max cream, what Denise is saying she would apply on after rollering, is it's got a lot of stem cells, and that helps with the production of collagen, so that's a great one to be getting right down into the dermis after you've rolled. But I mean, the lightening serum is a hugely popular product, so most people and most of our clients who would be tuning into this video would have the lightening serum if they're coming in for laser hair removal treatment on the face. It's a product that we recommend with laser. So if you are one of them clients and you have lightening serum at home, it's not necessary that you have to go and invest in the hyaluronic serum as well, because they are quite expensive, especially if you're using Image skincare range. Use your lightening serum, it's going to work perfect for you. Okay, what would be another popular question?
Well, just to elaborate more so on the product side, we would have clients where they'd ask, is there anything that I should avoid using surrounding needling, even prior to doing my home needling?
As in products or?
Product-wise.
Oh yeah. Well, definitely. The first product would be actives. So you want to avoid using any glycolics, any salicylic, lactic acids and retinols. You would stop your retinols a week before and a week after needling. Glycolic, salicylic, lactic acid, you'd be fine to use up to 3 days beforehand, but I sometimes like to say as well even to stop using them a week before, unless you suffer with acne and you need to continue using them. In that case, you would bring it right up to the 3 days pre and 3 days post, but never ever attempt to roll with any of them products.
Okay.
Because you can cause a breakout or irritation on the skin, and your skin will be super sensitive afterwards. Anywhere?
Next one. She's going to hate me for this one. So this was one question I actually got last week. So I had a client ring, and she a year ago had used a home roller. She was looking at hers online and thinking of purchasing it, but she felt like when she prior home rolled that it caused holes in her face which didn't go away. So have you heard of that, and would it cause that?
That's actually, being completely honest, the first time I've ever heard that. But funny enough, now that you say that, I actually screenshotted a picture and I put it up on my Instagram stories last week. If any of you are on there, you would have seen it. There was somebody who had never rolled their face, and they commented on somebody else's post. This was saying that they were worried to roll their face if it put too many holes in their face, and I kind of laughed, I'm being honest, when I seen that, because I'm like, Jesus, actually, because I'm a specialist in the industry and I'm trained on microneedling, you assume people know how it works. But then when I thought about it, I was like, okay, so we are telling everybody that these create microchannels, so naturally somebody will think this is going to put holes in your face. But why I laughed at that is because it doesn't put holes in your face. It creates microchannels, and they're microscopic little pins. The needles are so fine that you're never going to see these holes in your face. So that's something that I might actually do a bit of research on, because it's the first that I've heard somebody actually saying it's happened. As I said, I just seen somebody querying it prior to doing needling, thinking that was going to happen, but yeah, that's a funny one. I mean, unless she confused them with open pores, but obviously the open pores weren't there prior to the needling and they only came up afterwards.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing is, I don't know what home roller was she using. And if she rolls the wrong way, you can cause that microchannel that you're creating. If you're rubbing it across the skin instead of lifting and dropping the roller, you could cause a tear. So possibly that's what happens.
Right.
So right now the answer that I'd have to that question is she didn't have the right protocol to roll the skin, and that's something that really bugs me when I go on and I see non-professionals on YouTube doing tutorials, and they're people who just have beauty channels. It's nothing associated with being a specialist or even a beauty therapist, and they're educating people and demonstrating to people how to use home rollers, and they're literally dragging it from one side of the face over to the other without lifting it and dropping it onto the next section. So that kind of scares me to see. And I see so many, like, these people would have huge following, and people literally take everything that they say for gospel and buy everything that they say, which is totally wrong. And when I see that, I'm like, oh my God, please stop advising people of things that you don't know what you're talking about. And when you see that, that's when you can see the damage that can be caused, and that's where the misuse comes in. But possibly that's what happens there.
That's why you should watch Havana's tutorials.
Yes, actually, now that Denise has mentioned it, if you didn't see any of the videos I've been doing recently, I have got a full demonstration on how to use your home roller, but that was done in our private Facebook group, which you will only gain access to if you're a Havana Skin Clinic client, so if you come in for treatments in any of our clinics, or if you've ever purchased anything from our online skin shop. In that case, you would have received an email with a link that will give you free access to the group. Over there you get lots of tips and tricks, skincare, aesthetic treatments that we do in the clinic, and then live demonstrations and tutorials as well on how to do treatments or skincare routines. So if you are a client and you don't have the link, should be in your emails, have a look. If you can't find it, email us on shop@Havana Skin Clinic and we'll get that link sent straight out to you. And also, if you've purchased a home roller, or if you're considering on purchasing a home roller, then you will receive a link directing you straight to a home tutorial video. So that comes with our rollers also. So any more questions?
Yes.
Popping up? Okay.
She's like, please finish.
I'm waiting for the one that I'm like, right, I can't actually answer this one.
So the next one would be broken capillaries. I've had a lot of people asking, can they roll over them?
Okay, what I would say in this case, if they're very superficial and very aggressive, I would avoid them because you don't want to aggravate them anymore. But no, I mean, Microneedling can help with mild rosacea, and that's diffuse redness in the skin. So the same would apply for vascular lesions, but a lot of the time they're going to be deeper than where you're rolling with your skin. So, they'd be perfectly fine, but what I would do is not apply too much pressure when going over the area. Would you get asked that question much?
Yeah,
Would
it
you?
could be, yeah.
Okay. The one treatment that you do avoid when you have broken capillaries would be microdermabrasion, because it's suction in the skin, but when it comes to microneedling it doesn't involve any suctioning, so it's not going to make the situation any worse.
Do you want some more questions?
If you have some.
Okay, so how many times at home should I roll if I have scars from acne?
Yeah, good question actually. I have done a few videos on the frequency of needling, but I've never actually highlighted if you're needling due to acne scarring, which is like one of the main reasons why clients would roll, is either acne scarring or open pores. And I always recommend that when you're doing home rollering, if you're not doing professional treatments, do it weekly at home. If you're doing professional treatments are usually done every 4 weeks. You can do your home rollering 2 weeks after your professional treatments, which will land 2 weeks before your next. That's plenty, because you're going to get a lot of cell turnover and effect from your professional treatment, so you don't need to be going too heavy-handedly and too frequently at home, because your professional treatment is doing that job for you. But if you're not having professional treatments anywhere and you're home rollering, weekly is what I recommend, and you can do it more if necessary. And when I say if necessary, acne scarring would be one of them times that you could roll more frequently. Now, acne skin usually will come sensitive, so you really do need to gauge your own skin and its tolerance. So if you find it's aggravating the skin too much in any way, then stick to weekly. If you find your skin can tolerate doing it more, it's definitely going to benefit you, and it's going to be working on creating new skin in your skin. Because the idea with rolling acne scars is you're causing damage to the skin, and you're going to force that damaged skin that was damaged prior to doing your needling to repair itself. So all the functions of your skin, when they feel the damage, the blood rushes up. That's why you get a lot of redness after treatments, but it goes to work and it starts working on repairing that tissue in the skin. So definitely more frequently with acne scarring is when I'd recommend to do it more than weekly.
Okay. More?
Yeah, okay. How much time have you got, guys? I've got all night anyway. I just thought you might.
We still have people tuned in, so I'm sure they want to hear more.
Yeah. It's now actually 10 to 1 where we are. I didn't think I was going to get Denise to sit down and do this, but you're very good.
So I don't know if you guys seen the last video with Naomi recommending to roll on the lips.
Oh God, that was so funny.
I have a feeling that this question might be fired at me, so I want to know the answer because I don't actually know. So if I have got fillers, can I roll over my lips?
You can, but leave it 2 weeks beforehand.
Okay. And same with Botox?
To be honest, like if you have fillers, you're not going to need to be rolling. So, like, I'm against fillers in the lips. I just think, I've seen so many people and it's gone overboard. So I don't actually recommend rolling over fillers because I don't feel it's necessary. But definitely use it as an alternative is what I recommend, because you're not putting any toxins into the skin. Although we do it in the clinic, we only would recommend that to a client as a last option if it's a confidence issue. So if somebody's actually really depressed or lacking confidence, where they get down or they don't leave the house, they're embarrassed for people to see their face, they don't want to get in pictures. In that case, it's the only time that we would recommend, and our doctors would recommend anybody to have filler done in the lips. So not cosmetically, but for a main concern. But sorry, what was your question?
About rolling after Botox.
After Botox. So I've answered that. But if you don't have fillers, it's definitely an alternative, and in that case, you could do it 2 or 3 times a week. I might actually do a demonstration on that tomorrow. Would you be up for doing it? We do it together? Have you done it? No. Would you like to?
I don't know.
Maybe I can do a tutorial, training you on how to do it. We could do it together. If you're up for it. If not, I'll come on myself tomorrow and do it on my own, just to show you guys. Because if you have a home roller at home, at least you're going to get used. If you want plumper lips with your hyaluronic filler as well, you can use it. Then why not? Literally, you can use your roller anywhere. Where do you use your roller?
Face.
Only?
Head.
Only on the forehead?
Yeah.
Keeping those lines at bay.
And the, the nose as well, for the pores.
Yeah, actually I have a proper indent on the front of my nose, and that is something that I should probably go in and just, so you can spot treat as well more frequently. So this one in particular, just one spot. Obviously I'm going to roll that every week with my usual routine, but I could be going in every night to do this indent, which is from a chicken pox when I was a child. The pyjama top came off and it took the spot away. Did you ever hear that?
No.
Did you know that? Did you ever know it?
No.
Did you? There you go. But it's hardly noticeable because I've rolled it a few times, so it has helped. But I probably should pay attention to it a little bit more. But every night like that, it can one or two little indents in the skin. You could roll every night because it's not the entire face. But you don't want to over-sensitize the entire face, and that's why I'd say stick to weekly. Actually, do you know what? I need to tell you an example of where you can misuse a roller, and Denise actually was the one who told me this story. Our auntie, I won't mention her name, she's probably watching this video, and I'm sorry, but this story just has to be put out there so people don't do what you do. She's absolutely crazy. You know, yeah, everybody has that one auntie that they're just mad like. But she loves her home rollering so much that you tell her.
No, I'm not letting out the secret.
You can get into it. Well, correct me if I tell her wrong. But she rolled one night. What was she saying? Yeah, twice.
She rolled twice in a night.
Twice in a night.
First with a pore filler
I can't
cream,
wait to tell the story.
and then the second one.
With a pore filler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the second time, I don't know which cream she used.
Probably salicylic or glycolic.
Is she
Or
actually
retinol. No. So she was rolling twice a day, so she definitely went overboard. Over rolling isn't going to get you any better. Applying more pressure isn't going to get you any better results either. So less is more always. I do have been meaning to get in touch with her just to kind of give her some advice on it. I know she has seen a few videos, but maybe she hasn't seen the skin videos, or she just wants to go hell for leather on her skin and ignore them if she has seen them. But I must tell her that it's not going to get her any further with her results. It's only going to cause damage to her skin in the long run. But the funniest
yeah, I know what you're going to tell. She ordered the roller online and I didn't know, so I brought it home from work. And Caroline was gifting her with one. So when I gave her the second roller, I walked in and she was like, "Oh, this is great, you can sit at home now like this."
Not good. I'd love to actually do a video with her, but she's so funny.
Is that what you were going to say?
But that's how bad she is. Like, she gets a second roller and she's like, brilliant, now I can roll
Not
both
bad,
sides of my face
it's
that way.
great. Looking after the skin.
So funny. But like, worst thing that she done was, she was at the being out drinking one night.
She's going to shoot you for this, telling all her secrets.
And she's a hairdresser, I'm sure she's told everybody, I'm sure she won't mind. But she went home after having a few drinks and literally went hell for leather on her skin, because obviously she wasn't feeling anything. You can imagine alcohol would be a great numbing agent on the skin. And you were saying like she ruined her skin?
No. Just she thought it was great. She could do a deep rolling.
A deep rolling, and did
feel
she draw blood?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So she obviously went pretty heavy handed because home rollers aren't, the needle depth isn't that deep. So for her to draw blood with our home roller, she must have been pretty heavy handed and maybe going over the area way too much. So if you're home rollering, you only need to go back and forwards a total of 10 times and do it in a cross pattern and then an X pattern, so you're getting a complete crisscross. So you're covering all the area and getting enough blood circulation going at the same time.
On the bonus side though, she said she's getting great results, so she said her lines are gone, which is great.
Yes, so yeah, no, I guess that good side. She is going to see a result now, but for the long term, she could be causing more damage to her skin by doing it too much. Highlights. Okay guys, so I know it's late tonight, not many people are probably up send the messages through. So if you have any questions when you're watching back this video tomorrow or later, please send them through below the video, and I'll get back and answer them personally myself, or you can private message also. The offer that I have for you guys today, I'll leave a link for you in the description of this video. You're going to get 66% off a home roller. Air roller is the Image ADS, and also you get a nice free gift with that too. So make sure to go and check that out, and if you guys have any questions, let me know. And as I said, you get a full tutorial on how to use your home roller with any purchases that you make. And with that as well, you'll get access to the private group. So we leave it at that, guys. We'll probably both come on tomorrow and do that demonstration on rolling the lips. So thanks for watching, and as always,
Dying, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying you can say it.
feel beautiful, be happy, confidence is key.